Why am I stuck in this circumstance? When am I going to move on to the next thing? On today's video blog, I want to take you on a run with me in the spring when seasons are changing and tell you some keys that will unlock the next season in your life. I believe that God might be trying to teach you something or develop something in you. And until you get that, you're not changing seasons. I believe that the lessons that we learn are more valuable than the time it takes to get us there. I believe that attitude is super important to get into the next season in your life. How high you rise is going to be determined on your attitude. Key number one, don't complain about your circumstance. Complaining about your circumstance is only going to lock the door and keep you from going into the next season in your life. Key number two, don't focus on the negative. Whatever you focus on tends to grow in your life. If you focus on all the things that are wrong, all the problems, all the mountains that you have, that's going to get bigger and that's going to magnify in your life. You have to look for the solution. You have to be a problem solver. Key number three, don't speak negatively about those in authority over your life. I remember in one of my positions, the way I was talking about my boss was something that was kind of nagging at me like, man, I shouldn't say those things. And sure enough, once I stopped gossiping, once I stopped saying negative things about my supervisor, boom, my whole circumstance changed. I had favor, and eventually I was able to get promoted. Once I made a commitment to stop talking negatively about him, the next door opened. So key number four, surrender your own agenda. Sometimes we have to fight for the things that we want in life. Sometimes we need to surrender and let go of the very thing we're holding on so tight to. Key number five, change your perspective and change your emotional energy. You know, sometimes days off or even vacations can provide you with a break that you need from the way that you've just been thinking about something. Going for a trail run is one of my best ways to change my perspective, just to escape from email and work and notifications and just get out here on the trails. I just love to get away because then when I come back, I'm re-energized, I'm more focused, I'm able to re-engage with the world around me, and usually it's with a new perspective because my stresses seem less, my troubles don't seem to bother me the same, and I'm able to come back and really give to my family and to my work that which I can do only when I'm refreshed and encouraged. What activities or exercises do you guys do in order to get away from the circumstance, unplug, and gain a new perspective? One aspect of negative emotional energy is just feeling hopeless. That feeling of despair or like nothing's going to change. You know, one thing that happens when you get stuck in a season is that you think things are never going to change. And that thought, that's like one of the most poisonous lies of the enemy, is that it's always going to be this way. And it almost imprisons us to our mentality being just like a poverty mentality where we just embrace that this is all I'll ever be. That is so not true. Well, thanks for watching, and I'm curious to know, what are some things that you have found that have changed the season in your life? What keys do you have? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And check out what other people are saying. There's a lot to be learned from the community here. I'm running the good race. I hope you are too. I'll see you next time.